Good afternoon. This is Jeff Dawson, and I'm pissed. Back in July, I did a YouTube video and a podcast about sports and politics and how they really need to separate themselves so that we have an outlet valve to release our angst, our anxiety, just go someplace where we don't have to think about a damn thing other than what's going on the ball field. Well, we all know what the NFL was doing. I'm going to try and make this one short and just get to the point. And we know they support BLM. We know what the NBA is doing and all that. And we know baseball made an absolute idiot of themselves with the players and the owners bitching and fighting over God knows what. They couldn't agree on anything. They finally got the season started in July, which, hallelujah, hey, we're going to have baseball. We're going to have a whole 60 game series. How the playoff games are going to last longer than the regular season. That's what it's going to seem like. I tried to watch some of the games. I believe one of the first ones that turned on, it was the Nationals, and I don't remember their opponent. They had the camera behind the plate. You're watching the game, and I looked down and I saw BLM on the back of the map. Yep, shit, we're done. I'm out. Not watching that. Not supporting that shit. I will not support a Marxist organization. If that offends you, then turn it off now and move on. I will not support a Marxist organization, and that's exactly what Black Lives Matter is. Look at their founders, look at what they believe, blah, blah, blah. But here we go. We had to mix politics and sports. So that really killed me from watching it. Well, I kind of came back occasionally and because I would watch the local Ranger games. I refused to watch ESPN. I just refused to watch them because I know that they just can't wait to mix politics and sports and throw their own bullshit opinions out there that only they care about. Anybody with a brain, it's like, turn this shit off. I don't care. I'm not interested in what you say. And as I did another podcast, turn on WGN, the new game in town, because at least they appear to be giving the news. And that's it, and not their professional analytical opinions. Yeah, I just love it. You know, they're talking about the debate coming up tomorrow night with the vice presidents. Our expert analysis. Your expert analysis is shit. Okay? All right, let me get back to sports. Now I'm really pissed. So I'm watching the Kansas-Oklahoma State game. And how about that? Oklahoma State is 3-0. And a lot of my friends have come on and said, this could be their year. Well, okay. I'm a realist. I don't jump up and down, especially the year that I forgot who Whedon was OSU's quarterback. And if they beat Iowa State, there was talk that they would be number one in the country. No. The polls might put them up in the top 5, but reality checks in, they're going to collapse miserably, of which they did. They lost to Iowa State. Then they went to a bowl game. And I have to look up who they play, but they got their ass handed to them because it's Oklahoma State, okay? We are not this dominant football powerhouse. At least they were when my dad went there in the 40s. But since then, let's just say that golf, wrestling, baseball, those were the sports that the university was known for. So I'm watching the game this weekend. And then it dawns on me, oh shit, this is ESPN too. And here it came. We all remember when Mike Gundy wore the One American Network shirt and Chuba Hubbard lost his mind. I don't even know if the man has a mind. I'm not making an analysis. I don't know him. But when he showed his ass and told the head coach what he could and could not wear, well, that's where I drew the line. Now, who the hell are you? You are a player on scholarship. I'm on my own time. I'm fishing with my boys. I can wear what I want to. But no, he cowed down and apologized and said we're going to do all this great stuff and I'm going to know my players. Like I said, I covered this in my podcast, YouTube video, Social Warriors. Well, shit. Here we go in the game. OSU was up like, I don't know, 41-7 or 34-7. It was going to be a blowout win. And then we get the next 3-minute monologue from the two announcers. Just went on and on and on and on about Black Lives Matter and how these young men are going to be educated and they're going to take these feelings. Of course, they never really came to a point. They just kept rambling because they didn't know what the hell they were talking about. All they had to say was they support Black Lives Matters. They're going to get an education. Yeah, I want to check the transcripts on all those players that are graduating. And they're going to go out and become activists. That's basically what they're promoting during the broadcast. You know what I did? Turn that shit off. I ain't watching it. God, I hate ESPN. So the first round of the baseball playoffs, in this bizarre bracket they've set up where we had 16 teams involved, and we got the ESPN got all those first week. No, I couldn't watch it. One, I can't stand Jessica Mendoza. And people say, well, you're a bigot or you're a chauvinist. You're this. No, I don't like the guys. So what in God's name would make anybody think I want to listen to a female? I will listen to them when I watch the girls' fast-pitch softball games and tournaments because I enjoy watching that. Those gals played the games. Those gals are honed in on it. They're actually better than the guys who have been calling Major League Baseball for years and still don't have a clue what they're talking about, other than now with all the analytics, they can cover up their stupidity by spouting off how fast the ball came off the bat. Like I give two shits. I don't care if it's a blast. Boom. Oh, man. He said a bomb went 555 feet. I don't care what the launch angle is. I was at a game in Tulsa decades ago. Let's say I'm 60 years old, so I had to have been probably 12. We went to a Drillers game. It was a double-A. Back then, they were an affiliate to the Cardinals, and this guy hit a ball. I've never seen it go so damn high. It went straight up. You know, you hear this story about Babe Ruth hit this ball straight up and got a home run. Well, I damn near saw it this night. He hit the ball. It did. It probably went, let's see, 10 feet in front of the plate and up. It cleared the lights. You couldn't see it. It was out of the light standards. Gone. The runner goes to first, goes to second. The third baseman, the pitcher, and the catcher are standing looking up. Everybody in the stands is looking up except the runner. And that ball comes down. Boom! Hits the dirt, and it sticks in the ground. I think it was the catcher who finally pulled it up. They had to bring the ground screw out to fix the divot because the ball sank about that deep into the ground. It was great. It was great. But, and yes, I smoke, but I am cutting back. So, the announcers, I don't need them. I definitely don't need ESPN because they are hard left. They stay on the left, and they started talking about politics. Yep, turn that shit off. Don't need to watch that. I'll look at the box scores, and I'll see what's going on. And then today, okay, this is round 2, and I watched the games yesterday. There were 4 of them. Oh, the Yankees just crushed. Oh, Santana got that grand slam. I was like, oh, shit. Rays are done today. All right. Come up tomorrow. I'm watching the A's and the Astros game. And really got upset. Because there I see CNN on the back of the mound. And I'm like, wait a minute. I watched that game last night, and I didn't see any of that. And they're playing in Dodgers Coliseum. They're playing where the Dodgers play. Yep. Change the channel. Not putting up with that. Don't want to see any advertisements from it. I don't want to see any from Fox. I don't want to see any from MSNBC. I don't want to see any network advertised while I'm watching a baseball game. Well, then I flipped back just to make sure what I saw. Okay, they've come up with a way that they can overlay whoever is paid for advertising on the mound. Take the shit off. You've got more damn billboards around the stadium, and it's all of them now, that it's not about the game. It's about your bullshit advertising. And I'll be damned, CNN is definitely the last one I want to see advertised anywhere, anytime, any place. No, I don't like them. And if that offends you, tough. And I don't like Fox. And I don't like MSNBC. I get my news from my sources. And then I make an educated decision about it. But by God, when you start encroaching on baseball, in college football, that's enough. You aren't gaining jack shit. You aren't convincing anybody from the left or the right or the middle on anything other than aggravating the hell out of us and really pissing us off. I would love to see Oklahoma State do well this year, but I will be damned if I'm going to have ESPN moronic, expert, analyst, buffoonish announcers start talking politics to me and telling me what I should and shouldn't believe. You just eat shit and die. That ain't going to happen, and that goes for all the networks. We have so much news, it's all fake. You can't even clear the cobwebs. The shit's so deep right now. And if you're one of those that just has to watch it 24/7, go back to the last video I made about, do you have a life? Because if that's what you do, you don't have a life. Yes, I have friends on Facebook. If you go to my Facebook at Jeff Dawson, you will see maybe one political post in the last 3 weeks at the most. You know why? Because I have better things to do. And one of the best things I would like to be doing right now is watching baseball and relaxing, forgetting about the election. I already know who I'm voting for. And I would say of the 125 million that voted, well, let's see, 122.5 million that voted in 16, the majority of them already know who they're voting for. So what? There's 10 or 15 million. Really, that's pathetic. Out of a country of 328 to 330 million, only 122.5 million voted in 16. Where's everybody else? What are you all doing? I understand you have a lot of people that are elderly that might be in nursing homes. You have a lot of kids that are under 18 and can't vote. But that doesn't make up over 200 million people, does it? What, maybe 40? So where are the other 160 million? Sitting on their ass doing what? Hell if I know. Are they just complacent? They just don't care? They'll just take what happens? Well, that's their prerogative. I don't care. But it is a sad state on the greatest nation on the planet that is taking voting for granted. If you're not registered, why? I mean, when they passed the Selective Service Act, every male senior had to sign up, and that got you your card. You could register to vote. Do it. Do it. But in the meantime, oh, damn, this is almost 15 minutes long. And I didn't mean to talk that long. But quit mixing my sports with your politics, because that's exactly what you're doing. I don't give two shits about your stance. I don't care who you support. I will make up my own mind without any help from you and quit jamming this BLM Marxist bullshit down our throats. ESPN. You're supposed to be a sporting network. Well, why don't you stick to sports, because for the most part, you do a really shitty job most of the time. I'm out.